Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. I actually got these two. If it seems like you just watched me do one of these Going Gear EDC Club videos, it's because I did. I got these two very close together. So thanks so much to Going Gear. These are always at least interesting. They're anywhere from okay to wow, holy cow. The benefit of watching me open these up, because if you're part of the EDC Going Gear or the Going Gear EDC Club, you don't get to know what's in these month by month. They're always worth more than what you're paying, but you don't get to know until you get them. So watching me do it gives you the benefit of checking these items out individually if you want to, or you can check out the premium or standard Going Gear EDC Club boxes using the link in the description. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's up to you. Thanks to Going Gear. Again, thanks to my patrons. Let's find out what we've got this month. So I need to make a cut off camera because there's a little bit of private information on the front there. Okay, well, we definitely have, obviously, we have a knife, we got that, we got this, and we got this. Okay, possibly multiple knives here. What do we have this month? All right. Oh, really? That's awesome. I didn't even know they worked with them. That's really cool. Right off the bat, this is going to be a great one. This is going to be a great one. Okay, let's start off with this thing. So, the NAF's ruler angle finder. Okay, I'm not going to take that all the way out. I think we can probably, surmise here. NAF's aluminum ruler knife angle finder. $13.99 is the value, $13.99. We have a 6-inch desk ruler and angle finder crafted from 6061 aerospace grade aluminum with a blue anodized finish. That's actually pretty cool. It has a laser engraved measurements in both inches and centimeters with 6 different precise grind angles from 15 degrees to 40 degrees. That's super useful. I think plenty of people would find use for that. And, at $13.99, I'm not really complaining there. Next up, we have, wow, do we have, seriously, there are 3 knives in this package. First up, we have the Victorinox Classic Ruby. Let's just open it up instead of reading about it. Probably something that I will keep. Victorinox knives are great for just like having in spaces around your house where you think you might need a knife in just like a quick, right? I have little like decorative bowls on the coffee table in the living room, and this is the type of thing that I would leave there or by my front door or back where I keep my keys in the mudroom. Just stuff like that. I mean, yeah, you could put it on your keys. I still think it's a little bit big there. But this is neat. It's got the tweezers and the toothpick, which I always find gross. Like, you use this once and it's just gross, but okay. And then everything else I think is pretty straightforward. It's got scissors. Is it just the scissors and the nail file and the blade? Yeah, perfect. Definitely one of those sort of coffee table bowl knives or junk drawer knives or something like that. The console in your vehicle, right? I think everybody needs to own, and probably does own, something like this, but if you don't, everybody should have something like this. Sometimes you'll find yourself in a situation where your dedicated knife just isn't on you, and having something like this sitting there in a place where you're likely to have to open packages or make quick cuts, it's just convenient, right? Growing up, we always had a Victorinox knife in the junk drawer, always. And I put one in mine for the same reason. Anyways, we have the Bestech Bihai. It's B-I. Oh, the Victorinox Classic was valued at $23.99. The Bihai, or Bihai, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Bestech is compact fully knife with 14C28N Hawkbill. I think I remember this one. Is this the one that I punched into that fence? I think it is. Yeah. Yeah. Is it? No, it's not. This is a totally different one, but I do remember this one. Nothing crazy interesting with this guy, right? It's a nice little hawkbill, EDC knife, little choke. It's pretty, fairly ergonomic, right? Nothing super duper special here. Is this Ostap Hell? Yeah. 14C28N. It's fine. It's a little front flipper. It works okay. Little knives like this are always awkward for me, especially when they're front flippers, because they just don't feel like, it doesn't feel like there's enough knife especially on a movement like this, like a front flipper, I feel like I'm going to toss it. Even if it was a bigger knife, I would feel like I was going to toss it. So I think I would operate it like this, or even the reverse flick, right? Excuse me. So yeah, it's okay, right? Some people like that. In any case, they have this valued at $63. Okay, Bestech. That's not Going Gear. That's just Bestech. $63. Come on now. This is $40, right? And then finally, I think this is where it's gonna even out. The cherry on top. This is a Remette knife, but the one. Hold on. How do we? I figured this out one time. I think it's this tab. Yeah, there we go. This is, yes, the Remette Swordfish gravity knife. That is so cool. I own this knife. Actually own multiple versions of this knife. But this is one of the more interesting knives to come out in 2024 just because of the way it operates. You push up here, these little wings come out. And they actually do a pretty good job of locking the blade out. I think I did a demonstration where this knife actually, it's funny that my memory with knives comes down to which ones I jammed into my fence. But I took this one out back and jammed it into a fence and found that as long as you're holding onto the wings, you should be okay, which is generally going to be the case while you're using this anyway. This is M390 in titanium. Now, they have this priced at $283. If my memory serves me correct, it's not that expensive, but maybe I'm wrong. I was under the impression this was a $220 knife, but given the amount of titanium in M390, maybe I am mistaken. Either way, this was a pretty good box because the full price for this package is $200 a month for the premium one. Obviously, the less premium box I think is $60 a month, and you would have gotten these 3 items over here, which would have been a little bit lackluster. But at $200, I mean, you're basically this month you got a Remette Swordfish for $200, which is awesome, and then everything else is just bonus stuff. So yeah, the value this month was incredible, pretty good. So it's boxes like these that make me think sometimes this is worth it. I've opened a ton of these, like so many of these, and if you're wondering how would you feel about a 6-month purchase, like 6 months of this box versus a year of this box? If you go for a year of $200 a month, right? That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money to just have like kind of up in the air. You will undoubtedly get cool stuff. Stuff that you can, if you don't like it, you can sell to help mitigate some of that cost. But I don't know that you're going to have your fancy tickled the majority of the time. The items in the box are legitimately, after opening all this stuff, only once or twice did I open these Going Gear EDC Club boxes. And by the way, if you're wondering, does he get a commission if like people use the link and we buy? Yes, right? So you'd think it'd be in my best interest to not say anything bad, right? You haven't been watching my channel long enough. Listen, I'll be honest with you. Despite the fact that I do get a commission if you sign up for this stuff, the truth is that in my experience, only 2 of the boxes I thought were really bad, right? I was just kind of bummed out. There was one that didn't even have a knife in it. I think Going Gear has learned since then. The majority of them legitimately have items that are, if you were to buy them individually, they do cost more combined than the cost of the box, right? Obviously, they found a way to make this work. But the average person, are you going to, if you sign up for this for long enough, are you going to, the majority of the time, be happy with all of the stuff that comes in the box? Probably not. Probably not. If you're going to do this, I would sign up for 3 months, right? I would say within 3 months, it's kind of, with the less expensive one, I feel like the less expensive one is really like, you're just kind of like paying $60 a month to get $60 worth of mediocre stuff, right? If you're going to do the premium one, maybe 3 months would be a better bet to get, like, because you're likely to get something that you really, really want once out of 3 packages. and save some money on it. The problem is that you'll end up with potentially 2 other packages that, you know, might have items that are worth more than what you paid. They're just not really what you want, right? But I'd say 3 months is your best bet. And there's always a chance that you'll end up with 2 or even 3 packages full of stuff that you really, really like, right? If it were me, if I was receiving this month's package, I'd have been pumped. But over the last 6 months, it's been kind of 50-50 for me personally. So that's really up to you. But this one was good. $200 for a Remette Swordfish. That's awesome, especially if it really is a $280 knife. So anyways, there'll be a link down there if you want. Obviously, these things are available individually at the Going Gear website. So if you want to check this stuff out, check out the Going Gear website, which will be linked down there as well. That's going to be it today, guys. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram. I have no idea where that card went. There it is. At metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like. So check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.